What would you do if the country you love didn't recognize you? Hundreds of young people in Israel, born and raised here, are facing a unique challenge. Their parents came from abroad as foreign workers, and while these kids grew up as part of Israeli society, speaking Hebrew and celebrating its holidays, they aren't legally recognized as citizens. Now they want to give back. They dream of serving in the IDF, defending the country they call home. But without the required legal status, they can't enlist. It's a dilemma that raises tough questions. How does Israel balance its immigration policies with the heartfelt aspirations of these youth? Stay with us as we explore their stories, their fight to belong, and the delicate balance Israel must maintain. Meet Jerus, an 18-year-old born and raised in Jerusalem. His parents came from the Philippines as foreign workers, seeking better opportunities. For Jerus, Israel is everything he knows. He speaks fluent Hebrew, went to Israeli schools, and proudly calls himself Israeli. But there's one problem. Jerus doesn't have legal status. His parents' visas expired years ago, leaving him stateless. Now, as his classmates head off to basic training, Jerus is left behind, longing to serve his country, but unable to enlist. I grew up here, he says. This is my home. I just want to give back to Israel. Jerus' story isn't unique. Hundreds of young people in Israel find themselves in a similar situation. Their parents came to Israel from countries like the Philippines, Ukraine, or Ethiopia to work or seek better lives. These children were born here, raised in Israeli culture, and often know no other home. However, because their parents stayed without proper legal status, these kids remain stateless. Without Israeli citizenship or an ID card, they can't enlist in the army, vote, or enjoy many basic rights. For these youth, the exclusion feels personal. Rain, another stateless teen, shares, "When the war started, all I could think was, why won't they let me help? I want to defend my country." Israel's hesitation to grant them citizenship or allow them to enlist stems from a complex dilemma. The country's laws are designed to maintain its identity as a Jewish state. Granting status to the children of foreign workers could set a precedent, potentially leading to broader immigration challenges. Critics of the policy argue that these young people are different. They've grown up as part of Israeli society, attending Israeli schools, speaking fluent Hebrew, and embracing Israeli culture. They're not foreigners, they're Israeli in every way, except on paper. Ariel, another young person in this situation, asks, "Why do I have to prove I'm Israeli? I was born here. I'm just like every other 18-year-old." The lack of legal status affects more than just their ability to serve in the army. Without an ID card, these youth cannot open bank accounts, get driver's license, or even travel abroad. Worse still, they live in constant fear of deportation. Christian, whose parents came from Ukraine, explains, "I've never left Israel. My whole life is here. But any day, immigration officials could take me or my family away. It's terrifying." Despite these challenges, their love for Israel remains unwavering. Many, like Rain, find ways to contribute. During the recent war, she volunteered to work in the agricultural field, saying, "If I can't serve in the army, I'll help however I can." These young people aren't asking for special treatment. They're asking for the opportunity to prove themselves. They want to serve and protect the country they call home. It's a delicate dilemma for Israel. On one hand, the country must maintain its policies to preserve its identity and manage immigration. On the other hand, these youth are a living testament to the success of Israeli society, embracing and raising children who are deeply connected to its values and culture. The stories of Jerus, Rain, and so many others highlight the complexity of Israel's identity as a nation. They are a reminder of the country's unique challenges, balancing its foundational principles with the aspirations of those who love it deeply. But now, we want to hear from you. Should these young people, born and raised in Israel, be given the chance to serve? What do you think defines someone as truly Israeli? Their legal status or their actions and identity? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this story inspired you, please share it to spread awareness. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click thanks, and consider joining to support our work. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.